This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the channel. We truly appreciate the support. Now, I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning so far and will go on to have a productive and a safe day. So yesterday, guys, there was a shooting incident in Norwood, St. James, where 2 persons were killed and several injured. And among those injured would have been a 9-month-old baby girl. So this morning, we will provide some update to you on that. Tell us what you think about this, because, you know, this is in an area where you have the zones of special operations. So let us know what you think, because even though we have this, let us know if it is that the security forces need to be more strategically placed within the area so that they can properly monitor the area. Because I do remember one of our faithful subscribers suggesting that, is it that the security forces are located at just one section, you know, so things are happening in another section. So tell me what you think. What is that could be done, so that what strategies you think they could put in place so that, you know, they can properly cover the areas? Because sometimes, even though you have the zones of special operations within the area, you still have the crime taking place, you still have the shooting taking place. Talk to me in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you, just to know what you think. All right, so the story says a 9-month-old girl who suffered damage to her internal organs and her arm is now fatherless after marauding gunmen opened a fire in Norwood, St. James Wednesday night. Her father is one of 2 men fatally shot. 3 men were injured. The shooting comes despite an active zone of special operations in the community and St. James being placed under a state of public emergency since Tuesday. The dead men have been identified as 31-year-old Delano Christie, the child's father, and the 26-year-old Jordan Brown. The child was with her father as the adults enjoyed a game of Ludo at his Hacker Street shop when 2 men approached the unsuspecting group and opened fire. The incident occurred about 8:15 p.m. Councillor Joshua Cummings of the Jamaica Labour Party Norwood Division described the attack as terrible and heartrending. He is concerned that violence by some individuals continues to paint a bad impression of the community. We are very uncomfortable with what is happening. It cannot be that you are in a space where people have the perception that this community is a violent community, and then the vast majority of the people are working-class people, law-abiding citizens, he pointed out. He wants the police to do more. The police need to be aware, more alert, need to be more serious about the policing, he remarked following the incident. However, a lawman who spoke on condition that he is not identified said patrols have been beefed up in the area, and despite a recent uptick, there has been a reduction in murders overall. He explained that long-standing tension within at least 4 areas have again resurfaced. 2 weeks ago, 2 men were found dead in a house on Jones Street, about 200 meters from Wednesday night's attack. After the Jones Street incident, a curfew was declared in the community as the security forces stepped up their presence in the area and also limited the movement of individuals. However, despite all that, criminals continue to plague Norwood and the residents are visibly afraid. Mabana grow so pan Hacker Street and me have 2 daughters. To how me see things are going right now, me afraid to see me youth them on the road or send them to school. Me have to carry them, one man lamented. He declined to provide his name. He continues by saying, me afraid right now in my own place where me born and grow. Me want more policing in the place. Police who can socialize with everybody would be better for we right now, he added. Another man said he has been saddened by the continual violence that has left several of his friends dead. Most of the youths them that pass off my friend them, close friend them from day one. The whole of we grew up in the community. We feel it for the youth them, he said. So Real News Media TV family, you hear it? This is a very sad one. My heart goes out to the residents and those persons, you know, who are going through this daily. So remember now to leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking. So guys, moving into the next story, a rather interesting one. Incarcerated Don still terrorizing Red Hills Road families. A murder convict who has been in prison for at least the past 2 years is reportedly still issuing orders for people to flee their homes in the Red Hills Road Cassia Park area of St. Andrew, leaving many residents questioning why he is being allowed to continue his reign of terror. His latest victim told the news that she and her immediate family were forced to live in a hotel for a month after refusing to pay extortion money to men who report to the convict, who is known to be a Don. If you don't do what he asks, even though he is in prison, you can be killed. That prompted me to leave. I had to pick up my kids in the middle of the night and go check into a hotel, and I lived there for 1 month. It cost me $10,800 per night to stay there, and that never included food, she told the news last Wednesday. I waited until nights to go out and buy food for the children. Life is very much different from how it was before. Every night before me go to bed, me ask God to protect us from him and his cronies, and me ask God to provide for me and the kids. It is a good thing my relatives have the heart to help me out. All my saving went down. Will the government continue to allow them to destroy people's lives? I had to pull my kids out of school. All of what I bought for them to go to school went down the drain. I couldn't send them back to the same school because the whole community knows their school. Him send him cronies to inquire about the kids, she said. According to her, numerous people have fled the community in fear for their lives. She pointed out that one woman in particular had to flee because the thugs linked to the incarcerated Don claimed that she was selfish and they did not want to pay extortion. Eventually, they firebombed her house. Him take over enough people's house because him want to rent them out so that him can make money. He has his family members and some little pitney who he calls on the phone and send them round to people he wants to talk to. If you don't take the phone, you are under watch. If you take the phone, he gives his orders. The woman shared that even her children have to be looking over their shoulders. My children are big enough to understand the situation, and it worries them. They cannot live a normal life. They have to live secluded. They cannot go out and run up and down. If we go down the road and see a bike, we start to panic. I am not used to that. How the prison authorities allow him to have that big edge? It would seem like he is above the law, because no matter how people are against it, him always get back him phone and have people out on the road that do things for him. Up here like a picnic, go out and watch people for them, she told the news. Another woman who had to flee the community 2 years ago due to fear of this same Don said her life has been a living hell. She lamented that after working hard to build a house, she cannot understand how one man can decide from inside prison that he wants to rent it out to maintain himself. Me out there in the cold asleep on ground as a big woman. Him have some house when him mark in the area and say them house they belong to him. None of them never help me buy one block or steel. The extortion is bad. Them just walk in a people place and say them a collect rent. If they don't comply, them get threats say them a go dead, she told the news. 2 weeks from now, me have to move from where I live. Me can't find no peace. Sometimes me can't even find food to eat. Right now, me have to go pay $30,000 for a little room. And when me cook, the lady will collect the rent want food from the pot. It's like another extortion racket that me a run in. Right now, me a talk to you and tears just a roll. Me tired fi cry. Me no know what government are go do or what the police are doing, she said. In 2020, the Don was accused of compiling a death list from behind bars, ordering his subordinates to carry out hits on people who refused to pay extortion. One victim, 46-year-old Marva Govey, was shot dead on May 24 that year. Govey was allegedly ordered to pay $50,000 after she held a round-robin party but could not meet his demands. Another victim, 26-year-old chef Philando Clark, was shot dead on May 31, 2020. JRC reports mixed fortunes with a train service in St. Catherine. The Jamaica Railway Corporation is reporting mixed fortunes on its service in sections of St. Catherine. The JRC began offering train service from Old Harbour to Spanish Town and from Lindsay to Spanish Town at the start of the new school year. The commuter rail service is intended to provide a safe and cost-effective transportation for school-aged children who depend on the public transport system. Vernon Dixon, operations manager at the JRC, told the news that the Lindsay to Spanish Town service gets more than 90% of its seating capacity, but the take-up of the Old Harbour service has not been as good as expected.
The train from Linstead is almost to the full seating capacity. It's at 90%. The coaches hold like 80 seated passengers, each coach, and we have 3 coaches on either train. So the one from Linstead is up to about 200 plus to close to capacity. And the one from Old Harbour is lagging behind, maybe up to about 45% capacity, 50% capacity. The intention is to advertise. We are at a little disadvantage because of the distance from the town center. We have a challenge in really people going from the town to the station or from the station to the town. So maybe they probably find it easier to just jump on a bus or a taxi in the town and to go to Spanish Town. But the intention is to start a advertising campaign, which it is hoped will drive the numbers. The expectation is that when the advertising campaign starts and the numbers go up or exceed the capacity that is currently there, then the intention is to add more coaches as needed to accommodate even more persons. The intention is for it to be long term this time and to expand. We're having plans to do other trains which will enhance the earning from the service. We could be planning on doing freight and all that within that operating corridor.
Real News Media TV family, we have come to the end of our newscast for this morning. Thanks for watching and do have a productive and a safe day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.